guys, this is Esther. Welcome back to my channel. And I haven't said this in a long time, but I just wanted to go ahead and say this because I haven't said it in a long time. I wanted to say hi to everybody that's watching us. If you're new to our channel, thank you so much for joining and welcome to our tiny family. If you're just visiting and stopping by, I hope that you like what you see and join our tiny family. And if you've been with us for a while, what up y'all? It's been a while. Anyways, so yeah, that was it. I just want to say hi to everybody. It's been a while, and yeah, I hope that you guys are staying sane, healthy, safe, and getting your craft on. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the tutorial on how to make my paper snippet rolls. I did get a lot of you ladies asking me, emailing me, messaging me, commenting that you wanted a tutorial. Now these are super easy to make, so of course once you see how I make mine, you'll tweak it if you need to make it your own way, to make it easy for you. So the first thing that you're gonna need is you're gonna need a long base strip. Now you can cut a 12 by 12 paper pad into strips of maybe like 2 inches wide, and then you can sew it all together. You can use I did see a lady use tape, and it's that I can't remember the name of the tape, but it's that really, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name, and I've seen that name, and they use it to make like traveler's notebooks. It's oh my gosh, I can't think of the name. So anyways, what I used is something that most of us have, which is crepe paper. Ta-da! And I know it seems like really flimsy and thin, but once you add all your stuff to it and you sew on it, it doesn't it won't rip. Like I've had to cut mine, I couldn't rip through it because you have the stitches. So yeah, so let's get started on how to make these. Now you can choose to make them by strips like this, or you can do like me where I just work off the roll. Now if you remember, I had a lot of strips from my Finish That Pad paper pad that I'm trying to finish, so that's what I used. I used all these little extra pieces. You can definitely use your scraps that you save that are too cute or too big to that you think I could do something else with it. Definitely this is their moment to shine, guys. But in my case for today, I'm going to be using some of my 6x6 paper pads, and these are the paper pads that I've used and just have not a lot of paper left over. These are kind of like my forgotten paper pads that I've had for a couple of years. And guys, we're using our stash, remember? I changed my mind. I think I want to start with this one. So basically you're also going to need glue and laces, die cuts. So I have a couple of my laces here. I have one basket here. I have this basket here. I have this one right here. I've got my little box of die cuts and words that you guys have gifted me throughout the years. For this project, I'm going to use this glue. This is the worst glue ever, guys. Like if I were to make a regular project, I wouldn't use this glue. I tried using this glue for like a regular project. It was just gross. But for this one it works well, because if it doesn't stick great in a long term, it doesn't matter because I'm going to sew over it, and that's going to keep it down if that glue didn't. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper that you're going to want to use, and you're just going to rip it. There's no rhyme or reason to how you're ripping it or anything. So you want to make it just enough to where you're covering, and I like to leave a little bit of the yellow showing just because I like it, but you can cover the whole thing up completely. You can start with your base, as you know, with the fabric. I didn't want to do that. I just went ahead and did it like this. And then what I do while this dries, I just put a little clip on it so that I can move on and that doesn't move. And I like to add my glue just in the middle because I sew on the sides, so I don't want it to have glue on the sides. And the first thing that I do is I set a whole bunch of little cuts like that, and then I come in with my lace and my cutouts, my die cuts and stuff like that, like maybe 12 inches or so. Okay, so just for the sake of the video, I'm only going to work in this section. So now, once you have your base, which is your papers down, you're going to start adding your like embellishments on top. So I have some of this applique that I still have left from my other project. So then you kind of just start putting it wherever you want. So I think I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to add some of my laces and ribbons and then I clip it back on just so that when I'm sewing I know where it goes. And you kind of just go through your stuff, guys, and if you're going to add buttons, I would recommend that you add them at the very end by hand, because you know you're going to go through with your sewing machine and you might get them caught. This project is also good for using up your little scraps. Like this is the last of this ribbon that I have, so I'm going to go ahead and use it on here. I wanted to add washi tape. I didn't add washi tape to my other one, but I just want to add washi tape to this one. I want to see how it looks. And like I said, I like to glue my papers down the middle because I sew on either side, and I use a zigzag sewing. That way I can catch more stuff instead of just a straight line. Now I'm going to take this to my sewing machine and I will be right back. Okay, so now I've ran it through my sewing machine. Let me bring it up close. It's kind of a gloomy right now, a little bit gloomy, so maybe you can't see, but that's what it looks like. And I did the washi tape and I sewed over the washi tape. I think that when I continue, I'll probably glue the washi tape down and then sew just to double, you know, because I'm sure it'll lift from here. So, but you see how pretty it looks? And everything got caught into the sewing, into the stitching. And the little butterfly at the end. And then about your strings, guys, once you cut into your snippet roll, don't worry about it coming undone, because it doesn't. As you can see, these are cut off, and you see they don't come undone. And if they do, well, it didn't, I thought it did. If they do, once you glue it onto your project, you glue it well enough that it does not come undone, as you saw with my cards that I made. With the cards that I made. Like this one right here, you see how it's cut, but because I've glued it down in the back, it's not going to go anywhere, so it's not going to start undoing or anything like that. So yeah, guys, that is how I do my snippet rolls. Really easy to make, and like I said, this was just, I made this little short piece just so you guys can get an idea. But normally, like when I did the other one, I worked off my roll, and just when I was like, oh man, this is a long piece, then I just, you know, cut it and went to my sewing machine with it. Or you can do just little strips like that to have or to send out in friend mail. These are great to have. It's basically an embellishment. I mean, you could, like I said, you know, I was going to add a little flower, glue a little flower here or there, maybe add some buttons, a little bit of sequins, maybe pom-poms. I also added little hearts and flowers to my other strip. So definitely there's a lot of things you can add to it, but basically this is the base. This is also a great way to use, you know, in friend mail we get a lot of die cuts, we get a lot of ephemera, we get a lot of stuff like that. This is a great project to use all that in, and it's very convenient to have these on handy for when we have to make a whole bunch of cards or just any project really. This is great for journaling. Anyways, guys, that is it for my video today. I hope that you guys give this a try, and I hope this helps the ladies that asked how did I make my snippet roll. If you do make it, don't forget to tag me on social media. I did see several people post snippet rolls. I'm not saying they got the idea from me or anything, but they might have. They didn't tag me or anything, so the only reason I saw it is because a few of you ladies were, did you see so-and-so did a snippet roll? So thank you for keeping an eye out for me. Anyways, guys, yeah, so I hope that you guys give it a try. These are very fun to do. I hope that you guys like this video, and if you haven't yet, subscribe and join our tiny family. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.